up, you guys? Welcome back to Kenny Tarot YouTube channel. If you are new here, please do us the favor and honor by joining the family by hitting that subscribe button as well as this post notification bell. You guys, I'll be honest with you, this video, chances are it's going to be unreleased because this is literally one of the extra credit topics of the month of March that I don't think I would have time to release, only because the other topics I felt was a little bit more urgent or a little bit more important for me to release. So this one, if you are watching this video, just know that it means that I do not have enough time to brainstorm new video ideas for the month of April. Doesn't mean that this is not going to be a great topic, because if I thought about it and the spirit gave me the idea, it's always going to be a great topic. And so, but today's topic is entitled, Who Will You Be in the Next 3 Months? Now, when it comes to timings, you already know, tarot and timing, it's typically, it's to be taken with a grain of salt a lot of the times, because we know that time is subjective, and it's so easy for something to alter the end result in a 3 month span, and especially like 1 year span, 5 year span, which is why I typically stay away from those type of videos, from doing those type of videos, is because a lot can happen, a lot can change within a month or within a year's time. But I feel like 3 months, it's a good enough time range to really get an idea of where you're going and who you'll become. And so we're going to be looking into maybe some of the internal factors, or maybe also the external factors that will influence this new version that's emerging from you, that you'll be able to see within yourself within the next 3 months coming. So it's a good topic, I feel, and hopefully you guys are excited for it as well. So with that being said, you guys, please choose from these piles. We have pile number 1 with the rose quartz. We also have pile number 2 with the amethyst, pile number 3 with the sodalite, as well as pile number 4 with the clear quartz crystal. So with that being said, you guys, please choose what's your gut, and now with your eyes, and I will catch you at your reading. What is up, pile number 1? This is for those who picked the rose quartz crystal. We're about to find out who will you be in the next 3 months. The cards that they gave us are, we have the Page of Swords in reverse. We also have the Hanged Man. It's like I spend most of my time without the camera off and no airplanes pass by, but when I turn on that camera, this is what you get. Sorry about that. But we also have the Hanged Man, like I said. We also have the World card. Beautiful. We also have number 18, Shadow. This is also the Moon card. We also have Trust. We also have Angel of Balance in reverse. We also have Accept Heaven's Help. Staying Focused. And this card that we'll get into later. So, pile number 1. Well, the thing is, with you, even though they really didn't give us any card that explicitly states career, that's the bigger energy that I feel from you. I feel like there's a heavy emphasis on being more focused on career, which obviously isn't a problem. I almost feel like you guys are very focused on the 3D. Like, when it comes to being a part of this human experience, the goal is to fully immerse yourself in the 3D experience while still maintaining the 5D. So in a sense, there has to be a balance. So for this group, I feel that is the goal for this next 3 months, is to really become more balanced. I see that some of you guys could already be putting action towards obtaining a specific career or a specific salary. But the thing is, I know it sounds very cliche, and I know some people are going to click off this video, but they're almost, your spirit team's almost like, yo, we like trust in us, trust in us that we can actually bring this towards you. Now, of course, you guys know that manifestation is half and half. Like, it's well, not even half and half. Sometimes it's even 70% action that you have to take and 30% actually attracting. So I feel with you guys, there needs to be more trust and a deeper bond with your spirit team and just spirit in general. I feel as though during those moments in which maybe the actions that you put towards your new job or the new potentials of opportunities, maybe it has been unfavorable. But they're saying that even if those are the case, still rely on us that we'll always give you the best. That even in those times, you have to look at it from a higher perspective. And this is something that you will gain when you deepen your bond with spirit. Now, this is something that you should already be doing, not just for career sake. But I understand, it's sometimes we have people who are a little bit more into the 3D and completely ignore the 5D. And then other times you have people who are way into the 5D and completely ignore the 3D. So those are both extremes, and that needs to be remedied by introducing more of a balance. And that's what I see for this group. I see that you guys are actually going to become more of a person that has clarity even in the times where they can't see, you know what I mean? Like, during the times where things may be unclear, you still have clear focus of where you're going. That type of trust, that type of faith. Yeah. This is going to be vital for you because it is going to be part of what makes you successful, actually. Not being afraid to even take risks and things like that, because you always know, you always have the trust within spirit that they won't steer you wrong, or they won't that they'll always give you your best, even if the things that we maybe really want isn't exactly what we get, but we still know that what's coming is still going to be for our best, if that makes sense. So I feel like a lot of you guys obviously do have some type of bond with spirit, but what they're referring to is really, if someone says, if you really had such a close trust with us or a close bond with us, then you would trust that we can handle this too, like that. So this is kind of their way of trying to prove to you, almost as if that, like, yo, we can actually help you in your career endeavors if you allow us to. Let's begin. We have the Page of Swords. It's crazy. You guys, maybe you guys are air signs, but it's more so like you guys have brilliant minds, but you are the example of which your mind is also your worst enemy, but also one of your best assets. Because this in reverse, this is like negative thinking, pessimistic thinking that nothing will ever come about from my actions. And what's funny is that they're saying that this is what's going to change it all for you. And I think they're also showing me the death card, so I feel like this is probably the majority of where some of you guys may feel like a lack of hope. And I feel like it's really stemming from fears and just misunderstanding. And they're almost saying that the remedy is to be closer with spirit, whether it's through meditation or otherwise, and to develop more of a trust. Because with more of a trust, this wouldn't be a thing, if that makes sense. Maybe that's too much to ask for you. I don't know, because like I said, I like to think that you guys are human, because we all are, and being human renders us weak in times of trouble. Like sometimes we, you know, we ignore. It's easy for us to ignore the possibility that things could actually be better when you're living this human experience. And so it's not something that they're blaming you for. They're not. It's not something that they. It's almost as if they have compassion, obviously, but it's more so like, yo, you can actually talk to us. You can actually ask us for help. And once you do ask us for help, rest assured that you will get the absolute best. And that's hard for humans to do. That's hard for humans to really completely rely on the very beings that are there. Like that's their whole reason why they're there, is for us to rely on them. But it's tough. It's absolutely tough. But this is something that you're going to have to overcome. This may be a major part of your test here. Now we also have the Hanged Man. This is more so like waiting for a lot of things to not only come, because you guys feel like you may be stuck, maybe in a standstill. This is also disappointed in how life is currently is at the moment. But I see for you guys, especially with this card, it's like you're not necessarily seeing what this is supposed to be about. With the Page of Swords in reverse, you're not necessarily seeing that what this is supposed to be about. I think if you guys are being introduced to like a life where nothing is happening, or where you feel like you've spent a lot of time resting and reflecting, there's a reason for that. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, it is meant to really rely on spirit, rely on allowing the bag to be attracted to you rather than you chasing the bag. But yeah, this also means adopting a new perspective, a more higher perspective. This is also a spiritual card, and so for a lot of you guys, yes, you guys will be becoming more in tune with your spirit team and with the universe, and being able to see things from their perspective and more positive outlook. And I know it sounds cliche, but it really is the truth when spiritualists like me say positive mindset, all those positive thoughts will reflect your outer existence, you know what I mean? So I feel like there's definitely been a disconnect for you guys, and it's a lot of it's because you've been relying on just your own self and your own abilities, which is great to be self-reliant, but your spirit team is like, okay, well, why do we even come? Like, why did you ask us to come then if you were not going to even allow us to help? But yeah, this Hangman card does indicate maybe a waiting period of sorts, and maybe that's part of why some of you guys may be feeling a little bit negative when it comes to your own outlook. And for some reason, I do feel like it's career that you guys are most worried about. Not necessarily having all the things, whether it's physical or otherwise, not necessarily having all the things that you've been trying to manifest yet, like they haven't yet to appear. But once again, there needs to be a type of outlook or perspective that needs to be adopted that will have you see that if there's any wait or any period of stillness, it's not there to punish you, it's there to really prepare you, but also there also is other things that you can still be happy about within this period of time. So there is a need, Spirit is saying, for you to be a little bit more closer to them. And I have to say that I have to agree. because it's the only thing, it's the only way that it's going to combat this, that mind of yours, that mind of telling you like, yo, at your age you should be at this level, or you will never do this, you can never be this person, you can never make it. Like, those type of thoughts are quite powerful, and we need support, and by support, spiritual support, to really combat those thoughts. The World card. This is a huge soul mission or completion that you're going to accomplish, a huge soul goal that you're going to accomplish within this next 3 months. And once again, it has to do with your achieving a balance of both 3D and 5D aspects of oneself. You could be fully the type of person that's very career-oriented, career-driven, and yet still be someone who regularly meditates in spirit and has conversations with their spirit team and really develops a deep bond with their spirit team. You can still be both, and I think that's part of the goal here. And having best of both worlds will ensure success for you. So this is actual spiritual development that's occurring here. And it's the missing piece of the puzzle. Now, maybe you guys may not feel like it is, but Spirit is saying that it is. Because once again, I see that it's very easy for you to be victimized by your own thoughts, to be honest. The result is that they're showing me the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is someone who is like, this is someone who has complete and total clarity of where they're going. This is also someone who's sure of himself. And once again, a very great business-minded individual as well. And I think that's part of where we're going with this. Like this, within this next 3 months, we're almost setting the foundation for you to become a great career person. Yeah, this phase that you're going through will directly influence how well you do in your career. The next card that we have is number 18, Shadow. This is shadow work, but this is the Moon card, but this is also speaking for you. This is a very intense spiritual developing time in your life currently. So it's important that you see it as such, because you're going through internal changes. I almost feel like for a lot of you guys, there's a lot of things that you maybe thought you wanted but never actually received, and this is really Spirit telling you that there's something better. There's something like you are actually better than that. But once again, I do feel like this is going to be you guys really combating the darker side of who you are. But it's really to keep it in balance, keep it in check. Because it's not something that you can eliminate, your shadow self, but it's more so some of it you can embrace as well, given the fact that I also feel like this is the duality that you're supposed to achieve, whether it's 3D or 5D. This is the balance that you're supposed to achieve as well. You need both. And that's ideally what everyone should be following. That's ideally the concept that everyone should be adopting, is that you need both in order to truly thrive in this life. Is to be 100% in the 3D, but also 100% in the 5D. So yeah, trust. You guys are incredibly independent, incredibly, once again, self-reliant. And I think you even would rather suffer rather than ask help from anyone around you that could possibly help you. And it's, to me, indicating that you have to see it. Like, for example, if you're going through something in which you could be better off if you ask help of someone, and yet maybe there's a part of you that is too independent to do so. You have to see it from a way that you asking someone for help and they actually give you that help, that's not actually them, that's actually your spirit team working through them. Because that's exactly what's happening. I almost feel like for some of you guys, there could be maybe some financial struggles that you could be dealing with currently that is only temporary. But in the meantime, it's like Spirit is wanting to help you, but you're going to have to seek out the help, in a sense that there could be people around you that would be willing to help you, or could help you. And you have to think of it as if, okay, this is just Spirit working through them to help me. If someone offers it and you're the type of person to be like, oh no, it's okay, when really you want that help, you have to see it in a way where this is Spirit helping me. But overall, this is what's going to combat the fear. And I feel like with you guys, it's really the fear of failure and the fear of not becoming maybe the success that you expect of yourself or people may expect of you. And this is the only thing that will combat it, is having complete and total trust within the universe and your spirit team. And knowing that you will get the things that you want out of this life. And that you will become I feel like with you guys, they keep talking about success and career, so that's the vibe that I'm getting from you guys. And so you have to have complete and total reassurance. And even if you can't actually see it, you have to have trust for the spirit team and the universe that you will get what you want out of this life. And the only way that you can do that is if you continue to develop, or at least attempt to develop more of a bond. And yeah. But that mind of yours is, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, I feel like, for you, because your thoughts, it's like, it's going to be tough for you to maybe even sometimes surrender those fears and those thoughts, and maybe what's logical. It's going to be tough for you guys to surrender that. But this is a part of the test. We also have Angel of Balance in reverse. Self-explanatory, really. This just means something's out of whack. Something's not aligned. And I do feel like it's in reference to two things, which is 3D and the 5D. Spirituality, and the material. So I feel like for a lot of you guys who are watching this, it's mostly just in the material, and it needs to be a balance of both. And you can have both. But it's that mind. Once again, I almost feel like you guys are spiritual, though. It's like you are spiritual, but sometimes your mind tells you, or it wouldn't tell you anything, but it's more so like you, even though maybe the readings and the cards, and maybe just your own intuition is telling you that you will get your career of choice and everything that you want, but maybe in those times of where you're alone, physically alone, and those times where, at night, where you lay in bed and sleep, or try to go to sleep, those thoughts creep in, and it's almost as if they have the power to really undo all the work that spirituality does for you when it comes to you having trust and faith and optimism. And so we need to keep that in check. Both sides need to be in check in orderly fashion. That's not an easy task, though. I'll be honest with you, it isn't easy, and I do feel like it's going to be tough for you. Doesn't make it impossible, though. In fact, these cards are showing that you will overcome that with the World card here. We have accept heaven's help. It says you pray for help, so get out of the way and let heaven help you. That's funny. I mean, it's more or less what we already been saying. With your career, actually, they're showing me with the divine, they're showing me the Wheel of Fortune. So I almost feel like for a lot of you guys have not, maybe it's just not only career, but maybe other aspects of life that you've been waiting, that you've been manifesting. And a lot of divine timing is in play. And you know, it isn't a punishment. But once again, it is something that we kind of have to be comfortable with, knowing that everything will happen when they're supposed to happen. All the right things will happen when they're supposed to happen. But for this card in particular, I really feel like it's really almost your spirit team, almost like begging, like, yo, we're here for a reason. Like, use us, rely on us. I think a lot of the things that you guys could do is really talk to your spirits and to ask for help in order to remain positive, to clear out any type of thoughts at all times, or to give you reminders, maybe daily reminders of positivity that will help you when it comes to divine timing and possibly waiting for your manifestation to come. But once again, it's not supposed to be feeling like an incarceration. You know, there's always a reason as to why there could be like a break in between in your goals. And for you, it's definitely an opportunity that they're wanting to especially establish when it comes to the bond that you guys share. And for you to really develop a relationship with spirit in a sense where you can rely on them, that you don't have to do it alone, even though it feels like we can't, just because we can't see them. But they're there. You can feel them. And you can always talk to them. I get the sense that they won't help you until you ask them. Like, they won't help you until you tell them and ask them, help me do this, help me do that. Even if it's just help me remain positive throughout the day. They'll probably send you images of things that make you laugh, or things that reminders of jokes that you may have had in the past. And even if it's just help me find this next job opportunity or career opportunity. It's like, just because you can't see them does not mean you don't have a whole team behind you waiting for your call, waiting for your request. And in the meantime, staying focused, which is something I believe you don't have an issue in doing, because you do have a huge goal in hand. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's career related. It has to do with your finances and obtaining stability for the majority of you guys. And that's the goal that you guys continue to refer to. And keep doing that. Keep doing that. But don't do it in a way where you feel sad that it's not here yet. You do it in a way in which you know it's coming, and you're reassured. And that type of reassurance should already put you in a more positive mood as well. Yeah, so it's really, it's internal work that we're doing here that will make you a more balanced individual. And I see a huge emphasis that this is something that will help you with your career as well. The last card that we have is dun, 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 basket, recognition, and also reward for merit. I guess they're telling me that your efforts did not go in vain, whatever that means for you. Your efforts did not go for vain. The results of your hard work will come. And I think this is more so in the spiritual work or spiritual sense. Like, you are going to be repaid for all the hard work you did. And I also feel like you guys are actually quite generous yourself. Like, you're the type of people that will offer your help to other people and have helped a lot of people, but you're the type of person that will refuse help if it's given to you or offered to you. And you're going to be repaid for that. And I feel like in some sense, there are other people who are wanting to help you or wanting to show support for you as a way of thanking you. And I think this is also spirit working through them as well. So basically, I really get that you have support all around you. You just maybe don't know it, or you don't necessarily would like to rely on them, but this is your opportunity to do so. That you actually do have people who actually rock with you, or not even just people, but also the spiritual beings that are a part of your team. So this is a deep level of understanding and spiritual development that a lot of us will go through, and this is just your time. So don't see it as a bad thing. See it as something that you can absolutely, like, an opportunity to really be, chummy with your own spirit team. They're there for this. And once again, I do see in a huge career goal that's going to be achieved by way of this or after this. So with that being said, pile number one, I hope that you enjoyed that. If you feel so inclined, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But other than that, I will catch you guys next time. Bye. What is up, pile number two? This is for those who picked the Amethyst stone. We're about to find out who will you be in the next 3 months. The cards that they gave us are the Fool card. We also have the 10 of Wands. We also have the 8 of Swords. I almost said 8 of Wands. We also have number 4, Authority. This is also the Emperor card. Quite obviously. We also have Peace. We also have Angel of Love. We also have Waves of Prosperity. Finding Sanctuary. And we also have this card that we'll get into later. When you get this type of energy, pile number 2, all you can do is smile. I know you don't know what I'm talking about yet, but you're going to be smiling a lot. You have great reasons to be within the next 3 months. I think currently, and also the past, it was feeling very drab. Life was completely. I almost feel like you guys are just going through the motions. Like, not even, like, nothing about today was really extraordinary. Like, more extraordinary than yesterday. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing special. That this is where I'm feeling the energy from you guys are coming from. Like, there's nothing special about today than it was from yesterday. Like, it's just like days are now starting to become, pretty much mushed together to the point where you don't even know what day it is. Like, that type of like just drone-like energy. But the reason it's being is because you guys have been waiting for like a new beginning for a very long time. And although the lesson is to still enjoy life in the present, regardless of the fact that maybe you didn't get everything that you have at this very moment, all your manifestation hasn't come about at this very moment, we are still meant to become, or meant to be a little bit more positive, a little bit more happy of what's currently going on. Because despite what it may feel like, there's still a lot to be happy about, right? But in the next 3 months, you will have new things to be happy for. One thing in particular, I see a sudden surge in your career, and it seems to be the catalyst is from a romantic interest, romantic love interest. That's what it seems like. And I know this reading is mainly about who you will become, but this is one of those cases in which there's going to be a person that's going to be entering your life, or maybe will really make themselves known that they have romantic feelings for you. And it's through that bond is that this person is really going to make life easier for you, really. And to be honest, they want to help, but the ulterior motive is hopefully to be with you. And I think you will. I think you will fall for this person as well. But I think it's more so, I think you'll fall for them as a person, but there's a lot of other things that they're going to be doing for you that are signs of love. Like, for example, I think you guys are burdened with a lot of like responsibilities, whether it's bills, whether it's debt, whether it's maybe other obligations that you have. Like maybe some of you guys may have to take care of a family member. For some reason, this person is going to alleviate all that. They almost feel like you guys been doing everything yourself. They want to allow you to actually enjoy your life and actually define how you want your life to be without the influence of anything else. Whether it's debt, they'll remove it. Whether it's any other obligation that you have, they'll remove it. And I feel like they'll remove it by way of money. I feel like their way of showing love is by using money in order to alleviate problems in a way. So I have to say this person is quite financially well off or financially secure. And it's you that they really want to shower these blessings on. And in a sense, it's going to trigger something within you. I think it's this person's, maybe the person's way of being, or maybe this person's career profession, whatever the case may be, that it's going to inspire you for you to also be a boss. Because this person who's coming through is a boss in a sense, or maybe literal as well. And they're going to inspire you to become that as well within these next 3 months. But I think the first step that is really to alleviate a lot of things that's been weighing you down with the 3D world, like when it comes to bills, when it comes to anything else that is standing in your way from fulfilling or from really pursuing life in the way that you want. You know, this person's coming in to remedy it. Whether they know it or not isn't it doesn't matter. The point is that's the effect that they're going to have on you. And it's really going to set the foundation for a new version of you to emerge, which is going to be what feels like a bossing up, emperor and empress energy. So if you've been wanting love and career blessings, it seems as though the universe is going to come in with a 1-2 punch and give you both. Let's begin. We have the Fool card. The Fool, as you know, represents new beginnings, or it represents a new chapter in which there's endless and when it comes to opportunities and possibilities, it's endless. But the new beginning for you starts with this new person coming through and entering your life. This person is a soulmate. And I'm not entirely sure how you guys meet. I'm not entirely sure how you guys even come about. I think that's something that you'll find out. But this person entering your life, and it's really going to be the start of this new cycle of yours. And once again, this person is someone that you can trust. They are coming through to, I think, it's not to say that you're a charity case, but this person is almost like, yo, you do not deserve to live like this. Like, allow me to remedy this for you so that you can do what you actually want to do in life. Like, it's coming from that type of place. But something about it, yes, it is going to make you feel like it's something that I have to really let go of any fears. Something that I really have to just let go and let God. But really have to trust in the unexpected, in the unknown. And that could be I feel like it's with this person. I think this person's kindness may also throw you off, like, why are you so nice to me? Like something like that. But secretly, you know why. Once again, this is a soulmate, and the attraction would be obvious from the jump on both ends. And maybe a part of you don't want to accept the help because maybe it's just your own morality or whatever the case may be, whatever belief that you may have. But this, once again, you have to view these type of blessings as a way that this is what the universe is bestowing upon you. It may happen through other people, but once you get that type of perspective, it'll be a lot easier to accept the blessings that are right in front of you. This person is going to want to help you, and I see in more ways than one, but mostly financial. And I think it's this relationship. This relationship is what's going to be the new beginning for you. And it's going to inspire you. It's going to really help mold you to be I see a more stable person, more independent person, and also someone who, when it comes to your own finances, are able to acquire your own form of income. We have 10 of Wands here. 10 of Wands here indicates the burden that you've been carrying on your own. Once again, I see as this person's coming through to clear them out for you. They're saying that this is what's been weighing you down. I don't know what it is specifically, but they're saying that this is what you've been dealing with this for a long time. They always give me this example, but I know it doesn't have to be. Like, for example, if you are you that child or you're that family member who is often the person that people rely on? Or are you that friend that people often go to all the time and whenever they're in need of help? Like, are you that person all the time? This is someone who's going to be that person for you coming through. I just see freedom. I see freedom for some reason, like something that you've been tied to and have some type of obligation to. Maybe this is just life in general where you feel like you're chained to the droll of life. This is someone who's here to free you from that. The Eight of Swords also indicates that this is something that you know is something that you need to be free from. I think there could have been times where you've been like, yo, if only I can just get out of this place, or if only I could just, have the money to make sure that they're okay. Like, if only I could do, I feel like this is something that you constantly think about. But the Eight of Swords also speaks about a fear. There's something about this connection that you're going to be like, I don't know. I don't know why that is. Maybe this is, I don't want to I don't know what this type of connection is going to be for you. I just know that the result will be that of which they're going to alleviate the things in life that has been weighing you down. Weighing you down, keeping you from progressing. And I do feel like it's financial responsibilities, because this is what this person excels in, finances, and having a lot of it, or maybe also have their own business of sorts. But once again, I feel like there could be a fear here. But I think it's because this person may be coming across like maybe it's too soon. You may feel like it's too soon for them to accept help from this person, when it's like there's something about this person. This person also knows. This person may not believe in the concept of soulmates, but they are aware of how attractive or how attracted they are to you, and that's something that they are willing to explore. So everything that they're doing is natural to them. Once again, maybe that's a fear. Maybe it's something else. There's a part of you that's like, I can't accept this money from you, or something like that. But like, I'm telling you, y'all need to stop thinking like that. I'm so serious, because you have to understand, once you get it in your head that you have to view it from a perspective in which this is the universe helping you. They're just using this person as a vessel. Then you'll be a lot better off that way. But the presence of this person, the introduction of this person, and the connection that this person brings with you will make you free. I see also financial freedom. So maybe this is going to be something that allows you guys to really pursue an education or pursue a field without the worry of having to, deal with other life things that requires money now. I feel like there's a certain sense of freedom, or you're gonna feel very like a sense of relief with this person by your side. So remember that. We have the Emperor card, number 4. This is authority. This represents two things. In your case, it represents the person that's coming through. I also feel like this person could have a business of their own, or just if they don't have a business of their own, they're definitely near the top of the food chain when it comes to their existing company. But this is also the person that you're becoming. In a sense, you're going to become. It's almost as if this person is giving you a fresh start, a new lease on life, because maybe you have spent a lot of your life accumulating debt, accumulating other type of financial responsibility and obligation. This person's here to really give you a fresh, clean start. Like, removing all that, paying for all that. I feel like their help is going to come in the form of money. And in a sense, it's going to allow you to really pursue your life so that you can become this Empress or Emperor energy, really Emperor energy. Someone who's going after their goals, going after their dream versus allowing it to just come to them. Once again, it's inspired action, and it's because this person is going to be inspiration for you. Peace. That's what will happen once this person comes through and remove all this. Now, who's to say, who's to say that this can't be done on your own? Because this is your own fears, your own thoughts that could also be standing in the way. You could obviously help yourself alleviate that. But once again, I think a lot of that stemming from other things that are happening within your life, such as, once again, financial obligations or debt or bills. And this person wants to, once again, remedy that. They want you to have a sense of freedom, a sense of tranquility. And once again, I get they want to provide you a new slate to where now you get to define what your life is truly meant to be and what it's supposed to be about. Like, I feel like that's the door that's also opening. You haven't had a peace in a very long time. Spirit is also acknowledging your strengths. Spirit is also acknowledging, once again, I almost feel like a lot of you guys are generous and have earned this peace that's coming towards you. Angel of love. I do get the sense this is a new person. This is not someone that you've met before. I think this is something that's being specifically brought to you by the universe. You haven't met this person yet. But when you do meet this person, or when this person does see you, this is someone who will absolutely offer you something. It's an offer of love that they're giving you. It's an offer of love that they're giving you. I just feel like the offer of love in the less cockiest way, like, I'm not trying to sound cocky, but I almost feel like the offer of love is like this person saying that they're going to change your life, like, let me change your life. And they're going to do so by way of any issues that you have or any financial responsibilities that you currently carry with you. They're going to remove those rather quickly. But once again, there is a mutual attraction. So don't just think this is like a sugar daddy arrangement where people force themselves to like someone just because they're paying the bills. Or like, what's that show called? 90 Day Fiancé or something like that. I don't watch that show, but like, come on now. It won't be like any of those situations, okay? But this person is actually quite lucky, quite financially abundant. I think this person has a very strong mindset when it comes to making money, which has ensured them success on multiple occasions. And I think even being around them will make you feel more abundant and have you attract more abundance. That's exactly what's happening, actually. And once again, it's because I now believe that I actually can do it. It's not like, you know what, I want to become a doctor, I need to go to school, but I can't do it because I have my mom to take care of, or I can't do it because I have these bills to take care of, or I can't do it because school is expensive and I can't afford it. No, this is someone who's going to make you feel like you can achieve anything. And I think, obviously, a big portion of this life experience is having money and needing money, and this is someone who's going to completely remove that remove that factor, which is going to be quite liberating for you to finally be able to live life and explore life the way that you want. And what's funny is that once you taste this type of life, the life that you're truly supposed to live, you won't ever go back to this. And I think you will. I'm not sure if this is going to be a relationship that lasts, because just because it's a soulmate doesn't mean it's going to last, but I see the purpose of it. And I think the person that you're going to become, which is someone who's quite financially stable on your own, you'll never go back to living a life in which you're burdened by finances. Waves of prosperity also speaks to that. You're coming into a more abundant time. I think you've been through a cycle or maybe cycles where, you know, money wasn't flowing the way that you would hope. And this is really going to be a more abundant cycle. It says new abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you now. And I like the fact that they use the word wash because it reminds me of what they said, that this person is really going to give you a clean slate. A redo, a do-over. And I just feel like everyone wishes for that sometimes, because especially when you're young and I don't know, maybe you guys realize you could actually, apply for a credit card and actually get some credit under your name. I feel like when we're young, sometimes we don't realize how responsible we must be with credit and how easy it could be for us to fall into debt. Well, if you're one of those people, this is definitely someone who's going to remove those debt. Once again, clean slate this person's going to give you, especially in terms of finances. This is just someone who also, it's like you can be vulnerable with this person. Like this person wants you to feel like they're an asset. Like this person needs, I want to say this person needs to be needed, but they love to help those who want and appreciate their help. And I think on top of that, they're attracted to you and they want you romantically. But I do believe the romantic gesture will be first, and then I think that will also be introduced not too long afterwards. Like, I can change your life, you know that, right? Something like that. But this, on a higher perspective, this connection is meant to inspire you to become someone like that, to where you are also someone capable of attaining their own income, just steady income, their own abundance. Yeah, and that's what will happen. Finding sanctuary. Once again, this is another card that alludes to the peaceful time that you're about to enter. We have opening to your spiritual source. It's crazy because you and this person are very similar. It's just that you could be maybe a little bit more spiritual, and this person could be a little bit more in the material world. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you guys, I feel both have both qualities, but it's just more pronounced. Like the other one is more pronounced than the other one, if that makes sense. I get freedom once again. This is also not a connection in which you will feel burdened by, because all it's doing is freeing you, and it's introducing the concept of freedom. Like, it's like this person's way of thinking is almost like, yo, stop worrying about it. Like, don't worry about money. Like, you can get this money. And they make it sound so easy, even though in your eyes it's not that easy. But they're going to show you, and I don't think they're going to like hold classes for you, but it's more so like just them living their life and you seeing them and you being with them. It's inspiring enough. And also they make it seem as though everything is just fine. Like, everything is just fine. And in actuality, it is. It's time to relax. It's time to relax and it's time to enjoy life. But at the same time, it's time to evolve into someone who won't ever have to struggle about or worry about money. It's like, yes, we live in this 3D experience, but you shouldn't have to feel burdened by the 3D experience. You shouldn't have to hate the 3D experience. And this is what this soulmate is coming to correct. The last card that we have, Finger, warning you of a problem either now or in the future. One thing about this person is that they're really going to make you feel better about yourself. And I feel like a lot of you guys don't even see the potential within you. And I think that's part of how you're going to really evolve into this. Is because this person sees what you have been missing this entire time within you. This person, once again, is going to, I feel like they're going to really not only inspire you indirectly, but also directly inspire you by maybe showing you like, yo, you know you can do this. Like, you have a talent for this. Like, you have this, like, it's like they're going to help you financially, but they don't want you to remain dependent on that. And I'm sure you don't either want that. So they're really going to teach you to be sufficient, self-sufficient, and also in whatever realm of career that you are pursuing, show you how to excel in that. And they could also maybe highlight some of the issues that could have been your issues or why certain things haven't gone away. But I do feel like it's indicating that you guys are actually quite similar, and you guys will see each other within you guys will see yourself within each other. And that may not be the most best experience because it's going to highlight some of the shadow aspects as well. But I do feel like if there is shadow aspects, it has to do with your career and your financial potential. So, yeah. So, pile number 2. I think you're happy to hear this, right? As you should be. You know, who you'll be in 3 months is the huge factor. Is just it's a huge soulmate that's coming through. A soulmate that will absolutely be instrumental in how your life progresses from this point on, and fully accept it, be open to it. And if it makes you feel better, because if you're one of those type of people that's like, I don't like accepting help from anyone, like you're the type of person that will help everyone but won't like getting help from anyone, you can just say it's a loan. Like, if this person's helping you, just be like, yo, this is going to be a loan, okay, I will pay you back. And in their mind, they have no intentions of having you pay them back, nor do they want that. But if that makes you feel better, then do that, okay? Because you need to be completely open to these type of blessings, and no matter what shape or form they may come in. But you're going to be able to breathe again. Because life is meant to be enjoyed. And you're going to be someone who's more familiar with that concept in the next 3 months. And that's what's important the most. So, congratulations. I think this is going to be one of my favorites. So with that being said, you guys, if you feel so inclined, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I thank you guys so much. And I will catch you at the next one. Bye. What is pile number 3? This is for those who picked the Sodalite stone. We're about to find out who will you be in the next 3 months. The cards that they gave us are, we have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, We also have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. We also have Three of Swords in reverse. These cards do not show up that well on camera. I'm sorry about that. We also have number 16, Disruption. This is also the Tower card. We also have Envy. All Tied Up, number 23. Have faith. Have faith. Have faith. I feel like I need to say that 3 times. And we also have Journey by Moonlight, as well as this card that we'll get into later. Pile number 3. I feel like this is a group that's going to either hate me, but it is what it is. I was gonna say hate me or something else, but I just feel like it's only one option: hate me. But look, the reason why I say that is because they're going to be speaking about things that probably you don't want to hear. But there is so much good news. It's just that you can't see it. You can't see it. You can't see it. You can't see it. And you're not supposed to see it yet. Because this is a part of your growth. This is a part of your development. Because if you were to see it, there would be no development reached. There would be no growth achieved. So you keep that in mind, okay? But I feel like with this group, the person that you're going to be becoming in the next 3 months, or who you'll be, it's someone who there's a career focus on this group. I feel like naturally people who are into career more so than love, I feel like will be drawn to this group, or just maybe just my channel in general. But there's a career focus that they really want to angle this reading, and we will. But I feel like the person that you're going to be becoming is someone who, even in the midst of chaos, even in the midst of things, traumatic things, or maybe intense things that you're experiencing, even in the midst of where you don't necessarily know when this next paycheck is going to come, or when the next, income is going to come, even in those times of uncertainty, you're sure, you have trust, you have faith in the source, and that things will all work out. The way that it was, they're also showing me like a surprise, like it's for you. It's like once you master this in some way to where you don't necessarily stress out about the things that you either can't control or you can't necessarily see. Like, for example, if you guys have been trying to apply to jobs and you've done all you can as far as what's in your power, as far as applying and putting your best foot forward, as far as any other factors, it has nothing to do with you. It's not your responsibility to burden yourself with that. I just feel like for a lot of you guys, it's developing a sense of trust that allows you to be peaceful during these times, because your blessings are really going to catch you off surprise. Like, it's going to catch you off surprise, like by surprise, I'm sorry. It's going to just pop up. So what does that say? That says it's important for you to remain optimistic, remain in the moment, remain in the present, because there's a lot of things happening behind the scenes that you can't see that just are going to show up abruptly, unexpectedly, spontaneously. And it's up to you to remember that just because I can't see it doesn't mean it's not happening. And just because I have blessings to look forward to in the future does not mean there's nothing to enjoy in the present. The first card that we have, let's begin. We have Four of Pentacles in reverse. This is about letting go. You know, another thing that is a hard lesson to learn, especially if you don't have that much funds, is not to really care about funds, like in the sense to where, let's just say I have $20 in the bank account, and yet this gift for someone costs $19.99, so I just have enough, and that's with tax. I just have enough. So instead of me worrying, like, okay, well, this is the only $20 I have to my name, I have nothing else after this, instead of caring and thinking of it that way, I just give. I just buy the gift, regardless if it's going to be $0 in my bank account. And why? Why is it that I can do that and be comfortable in doing that? That's because you're going to develop a type of trust in which, especially when it comes to money, is what they're saying, a type of trust in which you'll be able to spend and give without having to worry about it, not really having an attachment to it. You know what I mean? So I feel like your relationship with money is also developing in a more higher way, more advanced way, to where you'll be more in tune with the flow of abundance. Because if the Four of Pentacles was upright, then this is indicating that you are someone who's a little bit more worried and would like to try to spare any penny that you can have, so to speak. But this card is also indicating letting go of worries, letting go of any type of thing that's troubling you, especially when it comes to money for you. And once again, they're showing me the Ace of Pentacles, so your type of blessings will come about unexpectedly, surprisingly. There's really no date, there's really no time error, no time frame. There's really nothing to really that you really can go by to make you feel or make you see that something's coming. You're just going to have to believe that it can happen anytime, and the hope and the reassurance that your life can change anytime, it completely make a 180 change at any time. Developing that type of mindset would be best for you. And I know it sounds pretty crazy to say, especially being a human living this 3D experience. Sometimes people may not necessarily feel like they could do that or they have the luxury of doing that, but we actually all do. But this is about you and your own beliefs. Do you have a relationship with money in which you feel like it's lacking? Or do you have a relationship with money in which you feel like I'm always abundant, even if I don't see it? The next card that we have is Page of Pentacles in reverse. This is actually interesting because there is a lesson to be learned here, which you're not getting. And I do believe the lesson has to do with your view about money, but also there is a need to really develop a more heightened trust and faith within the universe. But this is also indicating that there's actually an opportunity that's coming about that is hidden from you once again. They're showing me the Seven of Swords. So it's happened behind your back. You don't know that this opportunity is lying in wait, but I almost feel like it's being put on pause from the universe because there's a lesson that needs to be learned here. There's something there's some growth, there's some development that needs to be had here. And it's like without certain experience. I feel like for a lot of you guys could have went through something that maybe lost a job, or maybe just been going through a period in which you haven't been feeling your most abundant. I see that for some of you guys, this is a lesson, is to develop a more elevated way of thinking and being when it comes to money. This is going to be one of those examples in which your mind and the way that you feel and those affirmations are going to make all the difference for you when it comes to your reality. But I absolutely get that there's like an opportunity that's in behind the scenes. You don't see it yet. You're not aware of it yet, though. But you won't be until you've developed this, which you will within these 3 months. Three Swords in reverse. So they also showed me the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. I have to say, with this group, I'm almost getting like I have to see it to believe it type of vibe. And that doesn't work. Sorry, it doesn't work like that. I wish it did, but it doesn't. You have to believe it to see it. And I also get that for a lot of you guys, it's merely about the root of the issue is really about feeling abundant, living life as if you are already abundant in the blessings that you want to manifest for you, to live life as though it's already happening. For some of you guys, it's as simple as that. But you guys are recovering. Something may have happened, whether it's me losing a job or some other financial event, or maybe not attaining a job. But this is really about tearing down all those past beliefs or maybe other things that isn't no longer working for you. So whatever is gone was meant to leave, because they're making room for what's better. But I also feel like this is in reference to your own beliefs when it comes to your bond with, or your connection with spirit, and also your beliefs when it comes to money and knowing that you're actually absolutely attractive, in a sense that you can attract money, you can attract abundance. Something ended and you guys feel like it was like something that you actually needed when you really didn't need it, but it still is affecting you. And this is a tough test. This is a tough lesson to learn. I did not expect, with this question that there will be a lot of just an overall theme that a lot of you guys will be making great strides in your own spiritual development. And this is one of those cases in which this is going to be a huge level up when it comes to your spirituality. And of course, yes, it will have a major effect on your 3D. Because like I said, it's like the golden opportunity, it's like it's behind the curtains. And unfortunately, you are being, like, your view is obstructed from seeing that. You know what I mean? From seeing that blessing. That's how they're making me feel. But they won't open the curtains until this lesson, this milestone is reached for you. And once again, I feel like it's, for a lot of you, it's as simple as just living life as if your blessing is already here. Being happy. Think of it as like Cinderella. Cinderella, you know, the story of Cinderella is she was this poor girl, I guess. And even though she was treated horribly by her stepfamily, couldn't go to the ball until she wished for it. But the point is, even in the midst of all that, she was still happy, singing with animals, singing with the rats, singing with the birds. You know, you would not think that she was suffering. But that's the type of energy that we need to adopt, because it truly will have positive effects on your external life, especially when it comes to the things that we're trying to manifest. We also have envy. Unlike Cinderella, though, this could indicate that some of you guys could be wondering, when is my turn? When is it my turn? I see everybody, like, God, I see what you've done for everybody else. When is my turn? I have to say, it's like, it's one of those cases, once again, it's yes, it could be a little bit hard to see some certain people succeed. Sorry for the airplane. To succeed in life, especially when you feel like maybe you are more talented or you are more deserving. But it's really the case that what's for them is for them, and what's for yours will be for you. So there's really no point to feel envious. But it's a natural human emotion. But Spirit is saying that you have no reason to feel envious, because once again, although you can't see it and you're being withheld from seeing it, there's something else that's made for you. There's something else. There's an opportunity that you are going to be enjoying. But once again, it's about acting as if the opportunity is already here. Acting as if abundance is already here. Living life happily. And knowing that whatever is not here, as far as whatever has left us or whatever we've lost, are gone for a reason. So for the most part, a lot of this is about perspective. And it's powerful. Do not underestimate perspective. Now we also have this. This is All Tied Up 23. They're showing me Queen of Swords. So you're gonna have to remove yourself from this. And it's a way of thinking that you're going to have to remove yourself from. It's a way of thinking. You're going to have to cut yourself loose. That's a part of the test as well. And you will. It's about reprogramming, and that's the hardest part. Reconditioning. You thought of life one way, and honestly, it's holding you back. This way of thinking. A way of thinking in which you feel maybe what I've lost, maybe still longing for what's lost, still feeling some type of heartache for what's lost, when you should be happy for what's to come and happy for what you currently already have. So they're making me feel like you're going to have to cut yourself loose. That it all starts with you. So although this is within the next 3 months, I almost feel like the time frame is really not, like, you really have the power to really wrap this up within the first month. You know what I mean? I don't want to simplify it, but like they're making me feel like you really have the power to change this for yourself. You're more powerful than you think you are, especially when it comes to your own thoughts. Have faith. The card says your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow your guidance. I think the fact that it didn't your manifestation has yet to fully materialize in the 3D should not make you believe that you're not a great manifester, because you actually are. Because once again, they keep showing me like things that are behind the scenes, like great things that you've manifested behind the scenes, especially in the realms of money and career. It's just that it's being withheld from you. And once again, your spirit team and source is going to make sure that you develop. They're going to give you this spiritual development that we agreed upon before coming here. Because there's certain lessons and certain milestones that we need to reach in this experience. It's like, yes, we have free will, but there is still somewhat of an agenda that our higher self has for us. And this is just a part of yours. But it's not something that's meant to be torturous. It's not something that's meant to be painful. In fact, it wouldn't be any of those things if it's really changing your perspective, changing this limiting type of perspective. And once again, with you, a lot of luck is around you. A lot of spontaneous type of energy is around you, meaning your life will literally can change overnight. But you do have to continue to remain optimistic and hopeful. Your biggest issue is your mind and those thoughts, and allowing that to really determine how you feel about what you've been trying to manifest, or what the future may hold. Because there's a bright future ahead, and with you, it starts with your own thoughts. And I know this is something that's been said a lot of the times, but it's really true. Journey by moonlight. Believe in magic. Perfect. You're gonna have a story to tell by the end of this. You're gonna be like, your story is gonna be one of those things in which, okay, well, one day I was crying about me not having any jobs, but then I just woke up one day and just started to believe that good things are actually happening. And then all of a sudden, like something like that, to where something that was seemingly impossible actually was possible. And it's not just for dramatic effect, because we already know Source does like to do this type of dramatic things. But it's really to exemplify the fact that magic is real. Anything can happen, in any bad or any intense experience or any bad experience, negative experience, does not determine does not mean that there won't be a positive outcome. I almost feel like it's going to happen rather quickly. Like the switch is going to happen rather quickly from maybe from being broke to actually being rich. Like the switch, like that drastic change, that drastic type of switch, I feel like that will happen rather quickly. But once again, it's there to show you that this is why you should believe. This is why you should believe in magic. This is why you should always remain optimistic in any era of your life. Because you just never know. That's your test. It's a tough one, I have to say. It's a tough one, but I believe you're going to master this. And I think once you do, it'll be a lot more easier to really obtain the things that you want out of this life. The last card that we have, is that Diamond? Diamond, you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. In your case, it's receiving. But I'm also getting, once again, you guys are actually quite generous. Like, you are definitely the type of person that will help people even when you're in no position to help, but you'll still help people. I also feel like this is going to be, this next wave, I feel like it's going to be a wave of blessings. It's going to be also a reward for you for all the good that you've done and all the kindness that you showed. Your rewards are being ready, being prepped. Actually, I feel like your rewards are already ready to be reaped. It's just a matter of your own perspective. So, pile number 3, I know a lot of what was said today was a lot of spiritual, I guess, jargon and spiritual platitudes and phrases. But to put it in a more practical sense, you're going to be needing to do, like, listen to affirmations. Absolutely. When you wake up, listen to those affirmations. Listen to, if you want more career-driven affirmations, listen to those. I would absolutely meditate. If you have tarot cards of your own, you can use those to communicate with your spirit team in order to allow them to help you remain positive. Rely on them a lot during this time. Yeah, I would have to say those would be the first steps that you can take towards this. Yeah, because once again, they keep showing me, like, what's behind door number 3. You won't find out until you have a more positive mindset. Like, that's what they keep showing me. And what's behind door number 3 is a golden opportunity. Pile number 3, I'm going to leave you with that. You have a task. The task is to really get you out of your own head and believe in magic again. Believe that anything can happen. Like, your situation can change overnight. So with that being said, thank you guys for joining me. If you feel so inclined, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But other than that, I will catch you next time. Bye. What is up? Number 4. This is for those who picked the clear quartz crystal. We're about to find out who will you be in the next 3 months. The cards that they gave us are the Wheel of Fortune. We also have the Two of Cups in reverse, by the way, which really doesn't matter in your case. The Four of Wands also in reverse, but once again, it doesn't matter in this case. But we're going to explain. We also have number 8, power. We also have balance. We also have Archangel Gabriel. This is 5th chakra. This is the throat chakra. We also have soulmate relationship. Okay, we also have mystic healer. And this card that we'll get into later. So I have to say, you being the 4th pile, I've done the other piles so far, and I'm actually quite shocked of how love-driven a lot of these messages are. Romantic love seems to be a huge part in just the collective's energy. And when it comes to the next 3 months, it just seems as though romantic love will absolutely be a huge factor for everyone, but especially you, pile number 4. Pile number 4, what's interesting about this, I feel like everyone who's watching is single. And if you're not single, the person that's in question is not the person that you're with. It's someone else. So, sorry for the airplane, but this is a person that you have yet to be in a relationship with. But there's something about this connection that it just feels like I almost feel like me, your spirit team, source, me, like everybody else, we're just waiting like for this to happen. It's kind of like watching a show and two characters in the show are like the end game couple, and yet they're taking their sweet time to finally get together, but when it happens, we all celebrate and we all rejoice. It's like that. I feel as though for a lot of you guys, you may know who this person is, you just once again have yet to be in a relationship with this person. And if you don't even know who this person is, this is what's coming next within the next 3 months, is that you're going to meet a person, and secretly this person is your next romantic relationship, and this is your soulmate, your next romantic soulmate that you're going to be with. But for some reason, we're being quiet about it, being shy about it. No one's making a move, and then me and your spirit team are just like, when is it gonna happen, guys? Like we're sitting in anticipation. This is absolutely a fated union, and it seems as though once this finally kicks off, it will set foot a new chapter in your life. A new chapter in which you'll become more empowered, more confident. I think this is a person that will absolutely compliment you all the damn time. You may be sick of it, but they're not doing it with an agenda in mind. They truly feel those way, and it's going to make you feel very good about yourself. But once again, I just feel like people just need to, like, what's going on? Like, are we in elementary school? Like, y'all need to be grown and say what you gotta say. Say what your heart is feeling. Like, I feel like that's the major blockage here. And maybe part of the reason is because the person in question is absolutely masculine. But maybe it could be one of those cases in which one person just feels like, yo, if you have something, if you want me, then come get me. Like the other person could be someone who you just expect that if you want me, you will take the initiative to do so. And maybe it could be time that anyone said something, like anyone could say something, and this will finally get the ball rolling. Let's begin. We have the Wheel of Fortune. It is coming out of nowhere, so there could be, this is actually a wish of yours. Hello. They're showing me the 9 of Cups. This is a wish of yours. You may be unaware that you either, it's like you're either unaware that's around you, or you're like, well, I do have feelings for this person, and you would, because this is a soulmate. I do have feelings for this person, but this person doesn't seem to reciprocate, but it is a facade. Yeah, I just feel like this is been a long time coming. This is what your spirit team was saying. This relationship has been a long time coming this time around. And now that it's here, it's like, what are you guys waiting for? It's like the Wheel of Fortune is really referring to divine timing and things like that. But I honestly feel like you guys actually hold the power to make this wheel turn. And then this relationship will begin. And if you are a heterosexual woman, I know, society has made it a thing to where, women doesn't necessarily feel like they should have to approach a dude, especially when it comes to courting. A lot of people shun at the idea, and I understand. But I mean, I really get the sense that somebody needs to say something, and that's how it's going to start. And we'll see if I feel like the dude is going to set forth first. Like, I don't know. It may be time. This is what I'm saying. It may be time to kind of let go of some certain type of feeling when it comes to who approaches who first, or who initiates first. But let's continue. We also have the 2 of Cups in reverse, and we also have the 4 of Wands in reverse. We're going to read these 2 together. This is actually only in reverse because we're waiting. We're waiting for this to happen. And although it's a matter of time before it happens, because it will happen, you could actually make this happen a lot more quicker if someone says something. Once again, if you don't know who this person be, then that's perfectly fine. This could just be a message for them to let them know, like, yo, if you don't open your damn mouth, or if you do not initiate this, because it's going to happen regardless, but it's more so like, yo, it can happen a lot quicker. Sorry for the airplane. It can happen a lot quicker if you actually were honest and true and clear about your intentions and what it is that you want. It's going to happen regardless, but the reason why these 2 cards are in reverse is because it's just a matter of time. They're only in reverse in this case. Reversals could mean a lot of things, of course, but in this case, it just means that it hasn't happened yet. The 2 of Cups is the relationship, the actual union. The actual union. The actual of us actually being a couple. And the 4 of Wands is the complete bliss that you're going to experience once this actually happens. But it's a matter of time. But once again, I feel like the timing, it's mostly dependent on the 2 people involved. Okay, so you know what they showed me? They showed me there's a Queen of Cups in reverse, which is, I'm going to have to say it's the feminine in question, whoever identifies as the feminine. And it's in reverse because they don't see the person actually. They do not know who this person is, or maybe they just don't, they're not aware of this person's feelings. So I have to say that it's not your fault. It may not be your fault. And it also shows me the Emperor. And the Emperor is a person of intention, a person of action. So whoever the masculine is in this particular situation is the one that needs to make the first move. Because it seems like the feminine either is not necessarily aware of the masculine energy, or they're just not necessarily sure that this is someone who also feels the same way. And I just feel like the masculine already knows, and they already have their eyes on you or on them. So number 8, this is a strength card, power. I do feel like the masculine person in question does have their eyes on you. It's just a matter of gaining the confidence to do so. I do believe the fear could be maybe of rejection, or maybe because you probably have other options, or the feminine has more other options that maybe they're aware about, or maybe they're not aware about. But this is about courage, and this is about empowerment, and this is also about bossing up, so to speak. I feel like this is the effect that the relationship will have on you. But I also feel like this is something that this person already embodies. Maybe they're just taking their sweet time, and it's in a sense that they see you and they're going to make a move when it's right. But I almost feel like their spirit team is almost putting me in the same position as they are. Like, we're just waiting. Like when is it going to happen? Is today going to happen? Is today going to be the day? Like, in the audience, we're waiting. But this person is very meticulous about their actions. They're very cautious about what they do, what they say. So they're definitely planning it out, is what they're doing. It's equivalent to when a cat, or not even a cat, or maybe a lion sees their prey and they don't rush it. They know exactly when to pounce. But overall, I do feel like this person does have the embodiment of like an emperor type of energy. And with that type of personality or that type of energy around you, you can't help but feel inspired. So I think there is going to be a part of who they are that's going to inspire you to implement that within your own self. So that you too could be a person of action, and a person that actually goes after what they want. We also have balance. This is the balance of divine feminine and masculine energy, which could be what you two as a couple will embody, but this is also something that you will also achieve within your own self. And maybe you just need that mentor. Now, excuse me. When I say mentor, I'm not referring to like an actual mentor. I'm referring to like someone that you will be inspired by just from their way of living. This is a person of action. It's just that it feels like for some reason they're taking a long time to make that action towards you. That's what it feels like. But once again, they have their reasons, is what they're saying. It's not just to keep you waiting. It's not just to, to create suspension, but they have their reasons. But they are sure about you already. They're sure about you. To you, you're the embodiment of everything that they want in a partner. And I think both of you guys possess like high levels of whether it's divine feminine or divine masculine, whatever you identify as. And the task is to really achieve a balance, to achieve some of that from each other so that you can attain a balance. Fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel in reverse. This relationship will also teach you how to really speak about what it is that you want, to really voice your opinion, to really stand strong in that voice of yours. Because this partner that's coming through this is not someone who's going to be just saying anything just to piss people off. No, but it's like what needs to be said will be said. And regardless of if I hurt people's feelings. Even though that's not their intentions, but that's kind of what you have to also embody as well. Because you come across as someone who maybe, like for example, if you're at a restaurant, I love using this example, but if you're at a restaurant and you're with this person, you're not the type of person, like at least today, you're not the type of person in which you'll ask, okay, I'm sorry, but you actually made my order wrong. You added pickles when I said I didn't want pickles. Like, you're not the type of person. You'll probably be like, okay, well, I can just take them off. When your partner would be like, no, but excuse me, waiter. Yeah, she didn't want pickles, so can we get her a fresh new plate? Thank you. Like, that's your partner, and that's something that type of attitude, that type of energy is something that you have to instill within yourself, especially if you identify as a woman, because this is something that you're always going to have to make sure you have, which is your voice, and not be afraid to use it. But this is also speaking, once again, this person, you and this person, I feel like haven't really talked or communicated. You and this soulmate that's coming through. And I also feel like they've been very quiet. Like, you don't know, maybe some of you guys don't even know they exist, but they know you. So I'm not sure if they see you from social media or whatever the case may be, or maybe you guys working within the same building and you guys just see each other and you don't notice that this person has always stared at you, and they're just waiting to finally make a move and say something to you. Communication is it's what's coming when it comes to this connection. But I also feel like a part of who they are, they're not afraid to speak their truth. They're not afraid to really say what they mean and say what they're thinking. And it's not to say it's not one of those people who'd be like, you know what, I'm blunt. And really, you're just a rude ass motherfucker. You're just a rude ass person. Like, you're not. It's not blunt. You know what I mean? Like, people be misusing that word all the time, and they think it's a synonym just to be rude. No, it's not a synonym for rude. Okay, this is really speaking my truth. Like, in maybe especially like in societies or in environments that were built to keep our voice down. You know, to ensure that we don't have a voice at all. This is someone who's going to inspire you to make sure that you do always have your voice and not be afraid. It's a very powerful individual, very strong individual that's coming towards you. And this person, they're also showing me the 10 of Cups. So this is absolutely going to be someone that you have a long-term commitment with. Long-term commitment with. Soulmate relationship. It says new romance with a spiritual basis is here for you now. I think you could be more spiritual than this person. I think this person is also more open to the concept of spirituality, but I feel like you're more into spirituality than they are. But in essence, what's happening when you guys are together is spiritual. Like, you guys are developing into two brand new versions of yourself because of that. So I think that's a beautiful thing. I think that is maybe this one of the main reasons as to why this connection is even happening in this life. Intertwine you and this person. Very similar. And well, it's like you guys represent a side of the same coin. And it's just about getting some of that within you, they getting some of you within them, so that we can achieve a balance. Once again, I just keep feeling, I can't, like, they're making me feel like we're in the audience and we're waiting for this to happen. Like, we're looking at the couple or the soon-to-be couple, and every time it's close to making a move or close to finally, taking a step forward, they retreat. So I'm not sure if this person is hesitating, but I just feel like they are calculating when it's the right time. And so I think that symbolizes that they'll do it when they feel it's right. And I think they're going to do it quite soon. Now we also have Mystic Healer. Healing energy flows through you. The basis of this connection, once again, is, like, in essence, it's a spiritual connection. This person may not be overtly spiritual. You may not be overtly spiritual either, but the effects that it's going to have on you and the person that you're going to become is a spiritual type of development and a spiritual type of growth. We're actually rectifying issues that stems from our past lives as well. You could have lived a past life in which you were taught to not necessarily have a voice. You know what I mean? Something about that. Not necessarily have a voice. And this person's coming in here to remind you that you do have a voice, and it's something that you should express. And when I say voice, I'm talking about your truths, I'm talking about your ideas, your concepts, just being able to freely express who you are and what you want to express. And I'm not sure if it's because maybe of culture or society, but there's been some type of blockage. And this is something that this relationship with this individual, someone who freely says what they want to say and feels empowered, something about this connection that will unlock that for you and finally heal through that. There's going to be like a message of communication I'm sensing. And I feel like for some of you guys, this is going to happen online. So maybe it is going to be someone who sees you in the interweb, Instagram or whatnot, whatever social media that you have. And I think the fear could be because they may feel like you have options, or you I don't know, you give off the persona, or you give off the feeling that not anyone could approach you. And that's pretty much how it should be, honestly. And so I think this person, it's not to say that they're not confident that they have what it takes. It's just that they're just waiting for the right moment. And maybe they also have, even as being as courageous and being as bold as they are, they still maybe, there's part of them that still gets nervous from approaching you. So, the last card that we have. Ladder, climbing towards success. I think that's the reason as to why they kept telling me about, a need to have a voice. I think some of you guys, like, especially if you are a woman, and if you identify as a woman, there is, the workplace is absolutely built to lift up men and not women. which is why we still have, you know, a gap when it comes to wages and when it comes to the difference of pay rates when it comes to men and women. But there's something about this person's presence. There's something about this person's how they move and how they work through. And granted, they may be a man, and they're very much, because they're giving a lot more masculine energy. They may be a man, but that doesn't matter, because what they're going to bestow upon you, what they're going to inspire you to do, will still be very effective. And once again, they're giving you also tools that will help you within your own endeavors, within your own business. And this new version that's emerging from you, that is going to be quite strong. Quite strong. And fearless when it comes to, like they keep going back to getting what you want. And I think it's referring to in the realms of career as well. So, pile number 4, I have to tell you, this is a great connection that you're about to be a part of, or that you're already a part of, that's about to finally, come to be in the 3D. And that's what we're all waiting for. We're all waiting for it. That's what the spirit team keeps saying. We're waiting for it. Like, we're just like, anytime now. But it's really going to have a positive effect on your own beliefs about who you are. And also it will have a positive effect on your career and other aspects of your life. Especially when it comes to trying to obtain something, or trying to obtain a goal or achieve a goal. This is someone who's absolutely going to help you in that realm, whether it's indirectly or directly. Another thing about this person I'm going to leave on this note is that some of you guys could have met this person or are already in contact with this person, but this person also could be someone who loves to like pretend like they're not as interested as they are, but it's something that you can see right through though. I'm getting very Leo energy from this person, but that doesn't matter. It's just they're very bold and they very confident. But either way, that's what they're going to instill within you. And it's going to help improve on other aspects of your life, especially career. So, pile number 4, I hope that you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for joining me. If you feel so inclined, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But other than that, I will catch you next time.